Aloha, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross. For today we will, like the title is already telling, crack the free Baldur Multi and maybe do some more multis. Besides that, we will do the Hero Arena for this week and some final boss heal farming for, well, of course the shop and maybe some high ranking. Besides that, give me a second. Okay, just checked if we are live and I'm ready to go. Okay, first things first. Let's collect the free multi, because the only reason I was not able to do the free multi yesterday was basically that we had to wait for the, where is it? For the AFK Hawk Event, because you need to level your Hawk 50 times that he reaches level 50, and with the scraps we got just from yesterday, it barely was not really enough. Besides that, everything else was like in a rush, like you were basically able to do the other 4 missions like instantly. But yeah, the only thing I was stuck with was the Hawk event. Aloha, I know you. More evening or noon. We're like having 4 o'clock at midday. How's it for you? Morning, evening, night, midnight? But yeah, right now I just collected the free Baldur Multi. Besides that, I first do the dailies and check if there's some other stuff to do. Ah, what was the surprising news, if I'm allowed to ask? Let's do the PvP daily. Okay, that kind of sounds weird. I mean, geology, okay, but French, in Germany normally second languages are like not a side subject, but more like a main subject. So I'm kinda confused. Ah, I see. Still weird. Like normally here main subjects are like German, of course. I mean, of course, the main language. Math, the second language you choose. What else? Oh, Aloha Courage Quester. I'm playing 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross. Basically a turn-based gacha from the anime with or manga with the same name. So if you're familiar with characters like Escanor or Meliodas or Gopher or literally everyone else, that's it. Yeah. Basically right now the game has the 4.5 anniversary where we have a festival for the Ragnarok story. They made like an exclusive story to keep producing content for the game, and so they just decided to go full Norse mythology. And the game is pretty chill. Some of the end game content is way too character heavy, like you need way too specific teams or units, but when you start, normally the game gives you like tons of free multis and tons of free stuff to easily breeze through the story. Okay, I just could tell you how it's working over here. But yeah, right now the 4.5 Annie has like a legendary or festival character, Thor. And because we have now the second half of the festival, we got also Baldur, which is not a festival character, but basically when there is a new unit, the new unit has their own banner. And normally you get like 1 or 2 or 3 or maybe even 4 free multis for the newest banner. In Baldur's case, you basically just get 1 free multi, but I also hoarded some gems to, worst case, do some more multis. Besides that, I'm right now do my dailies. After the dailies, I would go for the pulling and then do some different content of the game if you're interested to watch. How team building mainly works in Grand Cross is basically you have like for normal PvP and PvE content you have like 3 on-field units and 1 unit in the back. Normally you go for a back unit which even pushes your on-field, even when of course it's in the back. No Baldur, I can actually look with this. Thor, this one. And Thor. Yeah, like when you have any questions, just ask ahead. Okay, I see. I mean, the main subjects in German are kinda similar. Like, I mean, yeah, we have the main language, then we have the second language, which is, I guess, in your case, English. Then normally we have some math-related classes, like in your case, physics or chemistry, or normally mainly just math. Okay, Thor is not having any AoE attacks. That's kinda easy for me. Disable single. Why did you disable single targets? I mean, not like I care, but not much damage. But now it's Thor's time to shine. The good thing about Thor in this game is basically the moment she does a total of 300k damage or takes 300k damage or a mix of both, she enters a special state for 3 turns where when she hits an opponent with a single target skill, she does half of the damage to the whole enemy team. So basically, in this case, you play a taunter like Zabunak, which is also an exclusive story character. Then you play Gopher, who basically ranks your skill cards up that you hit harder. And yeah, you basically try with Thor to hit the 300k damage cap as soon as possible. And because she's a blue unit, she hits the red units harder. That's why I've of course tried to go to hit the red unit as hard as possible. And normally after the first skill, Thor unlocks the special state, I think Thunder God's Fury it's called. And after this, each Thor card is basically doing tons of damage, because you hit for like 600, 800k, and then you do half of this damage to the whole enemy team. And yeah, PvP basically works here. You see over there my team combat class. Basically, whoever has the highest team combat class gets the first turn. The player who not gets the first turn gets 1 ult orb on each character, which basically makes it slightly easier to rush your ult. You don't really need to set that much on RNG with Zabunak, because most of the time I don't even go for her debuffs. And worst case, when you get like the attack-related stat down debuff on your Tor, it's okay. It's still manageable. When it's the don't cleanse her debuff, then I just don't rank up with Gopher, because Gopher would also cleanse her. In that case, I just have to gamble that my bronze single target is already hitting hard enough. Yeah, no, I know which debuff you mean, but like mentioned, normally I don't set on Zabunak's debuff actually working for me. Yeah, the enemy team right now has the new Baldur, who basically starts with his counter active. And this is actually kinda dirty. The best thing I can try is setting Tor up with gold skills and doing like a AoE with Zabunak to check if the enemy is using evasion food. Because basically when you start a PvP match you can also use food on your team. Like more max HP for this match, more attack for this match, stuff like this. And one of the most dirtiest food in the game is basically evasion food, which makes that the first skill which hits your team gets completely evaded. Okay, Albedo taunts. He not taunts, but he sets his level 1 counter. Basically, this should hit hard enough. Then this one, and then the bronze one. Okay, Albedo is dead, and I already hit the how's it called? Holy! I did not, well, I did the final boss, but just for points farming, not for actually getting a high ranking. So later I would try the Kokytos, how's it called? Kokytos, Gelda, Juval Grace, and somebody on the bench, I think Nanashi. All good. I think I also pronounce him wrong. Like, I think it's Kokytos, in German he gets like called Kokytos, which is, that's the name I'm used to. But for Courage Quester, also a gimmick Tor basically has, depending on her ult level, she has a special passive, which gives her, like, how's it called, invincibility when an enemy hits her below a certain HP threshold. And that just happened right now. Like, my Tor got hit by Baldur's Conta below 15% HP, which makes her basically for the rest of the turn invincible. And I literally was really lucky that I got hit below 15% HP. Okay. I guess a free win. She is actually good for PvE and PvP, like for PvE content, when you know the enemy is easy crittable, then you can just breeze through the content. And of course she's her normal skills are only single target, so basically if there is like some event boss or just boss or raid content, you can just go full single target with her. But the game is also a lot about most of the time going for characteristic teams or races. In this case, the whole team I play has the race unknown. Like Nanashi, Zabuna, Gopher, Thor all have the race unknown, which pushes the synergy, because Nanashi on the bench is basically pushing the base stats of all unknowns in my team by, oh, I don't know how much again. And on the enemy side right now you see a fully human team with now Fumi, Arthur and Ultimate Escanor. This one into setting up Thor, into, I guess, another one. The good thing about Zabunak, she's a fully AoE unit, so all skills she has are basically hitting always all enemies. With the first skill, she basically applies debuffs on enemies, which triggers certain effects when these debuffs get removed. When the enemy basically gets hit by another AoE debuff skill, or another Zabunak skill, basically you first kill Naofumi, and then kill Naofumi again. And then we do this one. Basically, Zabunak can apply the debuffs and pop them at the same time, which like disables AoE skills on an enemy character, stuns the enemy character, or disables single target skills. And that's what I know you mean with that she is him way too random, because sadly you cannot control which enemy gets which debuff. But for set-upping, it's far enough. Yeah, Escanor's going for the kill. Cute. Ooh. Zabunak. Into this one, into this one. Even though Thor is normally like my main unit for the DPS in this team, Zabunak can actually hit pretty hard too, like you see. And only Arthur left, who gets the stun, which means Arthur is... no, he got Chaos Control. Arthur basically generates 4 stacks of Call of Chaos, and when his turn starts, while he has 4 stacks, he basically cleanses himself, which is not important because Zabunak. Okay, other dailies. Boss battle. Normal. Trigger all of them. What do I need? Gray? No. Red is, I think, for HP cosmetics, yes. Basically, besides all the main story you have and the normal content you can grind to improve your characters, there are also from time to time some events, like right now we have a AFK Hawk Event. It's basically literally AFK anything. And that's what these bonus drops I got right now are for. Give me a second to heaven. Hawk's Dreamland Adventure. Basically, while you're AFK or not playing this thing actively, Hawk is butchering enemies. You can also play it actively, which is... don't do it, don't waste your time here. And while he butchers the enemies, he collects rewards for you AFK. You can use the scraps I just got to level his stats basically. And with the higher stats he farms, of course, more AFK, and yeah, that's the whole event. That's... yeah. Grand Cross. You can play it on your phone, tablet, but there's also a PC client, so Netmarble has an actual PC client for it. The only problem with the PC client is he's out for like I think 2 years and it's still in the beta, which means there are just some minor things, like you cannot make in-game purchases on the PC version, which is kinda weird, but I guess. Besides that, when there's something like a web event which is normally linked like here, you can not enter it over with the PC version. So worst case, you just enter the web event with your phone and that's it. Like when you're at home on your PC, it's chill to play it on the PC because you can make it in the how's it called, landscape and the not landscape format. Besides that, normally you have like only 33% of the screen because it's not upscaled. How's it called? Basically, you normally don't play it in this format and normally on a phone format. But for PC, I actually enjoy this format. Dailies. I want to finish the dailies for more gems. Sending my characters on patrols that they also bring rewards. Basically another AFK event. But from these patrols they actually bring us these skip tickets, which allow you to skip stages if you already cleared them once. So you don't have to bother to actually play them. Also you see the game has a stamina system, but you also see I have tons of stamina pots because basically when I make a multi on this banner in a few moments, you will see that I get some silver dupes of characters I already maxed, and these silver coin dupes you get, you can basically trade in for stamina pots. And the silver coins are basically your whole resource for stamina. And give me a second for the coin shop. Like in this game, you can basically trade your character coin dupes for different stuff. Like your silver dupes for XP potions, stamina potions, and basically the only thing you trade your silver dupes for are stamina potions or these special dungeon keys. Because with the special dungeon you can basically get these pendants, and you need pendants like this to evolve your characters and raise the max level of them. With gold dupes I rarely do anything with them. There's a new power-up system, well not new, it's like a few months ago they added it, but you need like a lot of gold dupes to actually use it, and some other resources. I, for myself, are kinda lazy in terms of grinding bosses to push my characters, so normally I just go for the highest materials from the raid bosses I need to push my characters, and that's it. And then there's like, from the SSR characters, basically the highest rarity you can get out of a banner. You can use ult dupes from them to basically trade them against specific other characters from the coin shop. Like there are special 10 commandments you can, I want to say you can only get from the coin shop, but basically from time to time Netmarble puts them actually into a banner. Like right now we have a banner where you have the chance to get them, and all the multis for this banner are free. Yeah, you will need your time, but the good thing is the game actually gives you tons of free characters and resources, and as you see here, basically when you get a character from the free banner, you will like get him instantly on level 90 and already on the highest rarity. And yeah. But you see, all the elite demon characters are normally coin shop characters, which need like 7 SSR dupes, which is a lot. And you could just pull them and don't waste 7 SSR coins for the character. But then again, it's a gacha, so it's all about the gamble to get what you want. But yes, give me a second. Was soll das? Vanya eben. Besides that, there's a guild system. You can basically enter a guild with up to 29 other players, and there are different guild events like the knighthood boss. Depending on the whole knighthood, doing the knighthood boss, you get like a top ranking, which gives you free rewards on the weekend for doing so. There's a check-in. When your whole guild hits a check-in of 20 or more per day, you get a free diamond, and of course diamonds are important because it's the currency to do your multis or your singles, but nobody is doing singles. I hope so. Any dailies? Deathmatch, Fort Zolgris, friendship coins. Never forget your friendship coins. Coin shop. Like I mentioned, there are the silver, the gold, and the SSR dupes. But there's also the friend coin shop, which you basically get friend coins by sending all your friends in your friend list coins. You don't have to have them physically in-game. Basically, when you press send, you already get for each friend in your list, in your mail, a lot of coins back. And when your friends also send you coins, you get some extra coins. Which sounded kinda complicated, but it's way easier. I'm just a bad teacher at stuff like this. And the thing you normally buy with these friendship coins are also, like in the silver coin area, these keys. Besides that, you can go for stamina pots if you really need them, but you see I have like 700 silver coins left, which is basically 700 stamina potions. On top of the 800 stamina potions I already have. Like, stamina is literally never a problem in this game. So, but I think... Fort Zolgris. Normally you would have to play this stage, but because I already finished it once, I can now basically use skip tickets and don't have to play it. I just get the rewards. And yeah, these pendants are basically the thing you're chasing after in this special dungeon, because these are the pendants you need to max out all your good characters, like the highest rarity characters. And that's why you want a lot of these ones, because when I use one of them I get 3 more tries on this stage. Besides that, you have to wait 8 hours for one run in this special area to recharge. So this is one of the few areas in the game where you where you cannot use normal stamina. So collecting all this stuff, and finally going to Baldur. Yeah, the Baldur banner has one good part for me. It's not that big of a banner. Like, when you get the SSR, it's just like these, I think, 9 or 10 characters. Like, when we go over to the Tor banner, we have like, I think, 24 or 26 different SSR characters you could get. which makes it way harder to get the character you actually try to chase. But the good thing on Grand Cross is basically there is a pity system. Like on a festival banner, when you hit your 30 multi, you get the festival character guaranteed. And for normal banners, there are normally some step-up banners where you make like 10 multis and get him, or in this case you make 20 multis and get him guaranteed. And the in-between pities are a guaranteed SSR, but then it's a random chance that it's one of the featured characters on the banner. So you could actually get lucky and like on this pity already get the character you wanted, or even get more lucky, like, I know, I call it. I get Baldur with the free multi. No tell yet. The cool thing about the game is basically you have a lot of visual tells when you do a multi, which show you if you actually got a SSR character. Sadly, there was literally no tell in. Overpowered. Yeah, no tell. I think we can, yeah, we can skip through this. Sad. Would have been cool getting him from the free multi. But I cannot be that greedy. Like the banners before Thor were actually really nice to me. Like, I think the last 5 banners, I always got a banner unit from the free multi. So I cannot really complain about this. But yeah, let's try this again. By the way, don't show this again. The good thing is there are like 3 or 4 characters I need ult dupes on this banner, and Melly's demon mark flashing up is actually a tell that there's a SSR character in the banner, in the multi. But yeah, 2 characters on the banner are completely new for my account. Like 3 or 4 of them need ult dupes because I actually want them to have ult dupes that the ult is working better. Yeah, you see right now the rainbow colored one is SSR upcoming. But first we have to click through all the normal ones. Yeah, that's why I normally play gachas where I'm certain that I can get something after a certain pity threshold. And that's why I kinda enjoy playing Genshin to a certain degree, and that's why I really like Grand Cross. Because Grand Cross normally gives you like tons of resources to pull. Like when you hit a certain level in PvP, you basically get 50 diamonds weekly, which is close to 2 multis. By doing your dailies and weekly missions for diamonds, you get like also I think a total of 32 gems, which is also another multi. Ooh, Gelder. I take Gelder dupes. Besides that, of course, the daily guild login. Which over the whole course of a month gives you basically also a free multi. When there's like a anniversary or half anniversary, Netmarble normally gives you like 200 till 300 diamonds just for logging in, which is basically already one of the 3 pity parts of a banner. Let's try this again. Maybe I get the New Year's King or the Baldur. Or I just get no health. Oh, blue. Oh. This could be actually a full silver multi. Literally just silver characters. Okay, a few SRs, I take it. Let's head pet our boy Baldur a little bit. Come on, good luck. Still no tail. Would be nice to have like a lot of multis with a lot of tails to just show them off, but sadly nothing. Damn, that Albion is like each multi going for the overpower. Chill, dude. Wow. 10 silver, okay. That's... wow. That's dirty. Come on, Baldur. Okay. Still no tail. Wow. My rates are really bad today. And another one. Ooh, he has Lost Bane. Basically, Lost Bane in Melly's hand is also a tell that you have a guaranteed SSR. And right now you saw him full countering the punch. This full counter basically is also a tell. But that doesn't mean that there are 2 or more SSRs, that's just... also the purple text here means that you have a guaranteed SSR. The sad thing is you can like get 6 tails at the same time and... yeah, that's one of the fancier tails. But yeah, you can have like 6 tails in the same multi and you can just get 1 SSR character. Hawk Oslo, I guess. Also, there's a chance that your gold pulse can fake out into a SSR character. Yeah, nothing. Expected as much. Come on, give me the New Year King. Also, for some reason, sometimes the skip text up there is red and sometimes yellow, but this literally does not make any difference. Yeah, that's still a thing Netmarble kinda should fix, but for some reason you can, like, you can have a Lost Vein in your hand, you can see the Star Shower in the background, you can see the full counter, Melly can even have the Demon Mark flashing up while having Lost Vein. Like, you can have so many tails and then just get 1 SSR, which is kinda... happened a lot, but yeah. I mean, it looks ultra fancy when your multi has like most of the tails, but it's not so funny when you basically get 1 SSR and it's kinda a trash one. Oh, that's a tail. Like, I got the full counter without anything, so there's at least 1 SSR character in there. And of course the purple text just to tell you again, this one is also a tell when you basically win the air combat. And as you saw, I mean, there could be a gold fake out in there, but I kinda doubt it. Come on, let it be King or let it be Baldur. Ooh, King! Actually! Okay, in worst case, I have to hard pity the banner to get the guaranteed Baldur, but then I have both the characters I'm missing from this banner. Like, you see, the New Year's King is basically new. Okay, this is... technically, I have the chance to get Baldur from this pity one, like 9% that the random pity character I get is Baldur. But I mean, the odds are kinda fighting against me. But I also have like the chance for some ult dupes I need. Like, I would take a Elato ult dupe, I would take more Gelder ult dupes, I would take Liz ult dupes, or from the blue E lane. But less yapping, more pulling. By the way, the pity character is not involved in this multi, in this animation. Like, after the multi is done, you basically get the pity character separate. So that I won the air combat here was not guaranteed. So I basically have the chance for Baldur in this multi, and after this I have a chance on Baldur in the 300 pity, which I triggered by doing this multi. Come on. You gave me King, now you give me Baldur. Time for Baldur's Gate. Another Hawk Oslo. I guess. Yeah, you saw the multi is over. Now I can check reward, which means I get now the random SSR. Which is another Hawk. Dude! Give me a second, I have to check his ult level. Yeah, I get now the pop-up that King is new in my box. Hawk. Blue Hawk Oslo. The max ult level is 6. I literally raised my Hawk Oslo from 1-6 to 4-6 in one banner. The sad part is I'm not even halfway through the banner. Well, but basically I'm halfway through it. Come on. Also, Hawk standing besides Melly in the pull animation is actually a tell, but not for a SSR character. It basically tells you the multi includes a Hawk unit, Elizabeth unit, or a Meliodas unit. And because Ellie and Melly both have SR variants, so gold characters, it's just telling you there could be a Melly or a Liz in there, but most of the time it's just a gold character of them, and not like a SSR Meliodas. Like here you see it's the golden Elizabeth. Nothing. Come on, give me something like the star shower or the sun in the background. Or nothing. Lots of nothing. I mean, a lot of gold coins. But I would kinda like more to get some kills, please. Error 404. Tails not found. Let's head pet Baldur again. Who's a good Baldur?
私はオーディンの息子。いつか最高神になってアスガルドの主になるだろう。
Dude is yapping. And I was thinking I'm yapping. Sadly, the red eyes of the Albion flashing up are no tell. I think at the beginning of the game they actually were a tell. Yeah, no. Come on, 2 more multis. Ooh, full counter. Yeah, I mean, we had the full counter, so we already knew it's the SSR. Ooh, early one. A latte, I take it. And my last multi for today. Sad. Would have liked to show you like the Star Shower or the Escanor tell. I mean, the good thing is with the free login diamonds and the PvP gems from next week, I basically can next week hard pity him. But for now I got a new toy that I can basically instantly raise to level 90. Because when you do the free missions for the free multi, here, basically you have like 5 easy missions to do for the free multi. Then you get this 1-step evolution token, which allows you to instantly raise 1 unit to level 90, which is basically also doing all the evolving for you. Oh, nice, and enjoy farming Nidhogger with it. Like, the moment you get the Freya Holy Relic, the Nidhogger grind gets so much better. But it still takes way too long. Yeah, I overall enjoy it when, like, games give you tails in your multi-animation. Like, in One Piece Treasure Cruise, when you basically have the Gear 2, Gear 3, Gear 4, Gear 5 flashing up. Or when you have some special tails on special poster, when you actually get like Zugo rares. Like I enjoy a lot of gachas where they actually have a creative way to give you tails for the animation. That you always are kinda differently hyped for the multi. Oh, but yeah. 1-step evolution token, you see, basically King starts as an SSR character, but through the token he gets basically evolved to UR, which has max level 60. And when you use the pendants, you can basically raise the max level more and more till you reach level 100. And this token basically already does everything till level 90. And normally for each character you have like some character quotes of him when you do the max level raising or the evolving. And basically by raising the rarity from SSR to UR, you also unlock new cosmetics. And cosmetics in this game actually give you stats. Like, this was this cosmetic you get for free when you just pull him. And this is the cosmetic you got for evolving him to UR. Then you can basically cook food or collect the Vanya Ale, which is a daily mission. So when you have enough of the Vanya Ale, you can basically raise your friendship to max by... Give me a second. Like this. Eh. Oh yeah, the token on Gelder is huge. Like, right now for the final boss here, the Gelder is also again an awesome unit. And yeah, when you raise the affinity of a character you got to max, you get like 1 diamond in return. And you get a new cosmetic for the character. For each character the cosmetic is fixed, so it's not like you get a random cosmetic. So in this case I got more HP cosmetics, like this one, and I think this one I already had because there's another king who shares the cosmetic with this one. But for evolving this king to UR you get this one for free. And for doing the affinity thing you get basically this Oslo cosmetic for his set. And what cosmetics do are basically outfits are pushing your defense of the character. Weapons, of course, push your attack. And cosmetics, but I call them most of the time headpieces, are basically pushing your HP. And each character can only have 5 cosmetics equipped at the same time. These are basically the cosmetics you see hung here. Like when I unhang this, he actually loses the 180 defense and stuff. Yes and no. You can get close to all cosmetics just by using your diamonds. Like when there's a banner where you're like, I don't need any character from this banner, you can say I just go with my diamonds into the shop and get this cosmetic for king. Then you can just buy it for 30 diamonds, which is basically a multi. But it's also a huge stat increase for your character when you use them for like PvP. Then you can say, king is a bad example because I don't have much cosmetics on him. Lost Wayne? Yes. You see I have like 10 different cosmetics for Lost Wayne. The ones I maxed out are basically the ones I use for stats, but I can also just say I want melee in a smoking. Then he's wearing the smoking, but he's still getting the stats out of these 5. So you can actually, from the visuals here, mix and match your cosmetics as you like. In terms of stats, you just go for whatever has the highest stats on your set. So when you have enough cosmetics to choose from, then you can just mix and match as you please. At the beginning, when you basically have only the cosmetics you got because you literally pulled and evolved the characters, then well, you have to deal with it till you decide to get more cosmetics. Also, it's rare, but from time to time we get basically a cosmetic sale event where basically all the cosmetics in the shop are like, I think 20 or 25% off or something. I think it was more, like all the UR cosmetics normally cost like 30 gems, SSR cosmetics 20 and SR cosmetics 10 gems or diamonds. And when the event is, UR cosmetics are actually just costing 20 instead of 30. I mean, like when you like some fancy set on a character, then you can just mix and match as you please. So in PvP you can wear fancy sets while not using the stats of them actually. But there is no big stat difference. Like you see this this costume for the Demon King. It's basically maxed out. You see he gets 210 defense from this one. This one is maxed out. He also gets 210. Basically, when I would max this one out, at the end it would have 210 defense. So whatever piece you get and decide to max out, at the end it's giving the same base stats like each other set. The only difference is the substats you see here. Like this armor is basically giving me a bit more crit resistance and crit defense, so he kinda is more, how do I call it? He is more tanky against crit hits. Some other have like higher resistance, which is just reducing the flat damage you would take from non-crit hits. And yeah, that's it. Like, you can see all the 5 swords I have. The base stat will always be 210 attack. The only difference is, right now there are 8 characters who got a special evolution after you are LR, basically legendary, rare, or whatever. And when you basically LR them, you get one special costume which has more defense than the other ones, and you get one special headpiece which has more HP than the other ones. But these are just two gear pieces on like these 8 characters, and it takes like a month or 2 that we get like a new character who gets a LR evolution. And yeah, that's basically it. Besides that, you can basically max each unit out when the unit has enough cosmetics. Like, the funny thing is, you see that every character in my box is UR, but you also saw that I pulled silver and gold characters. You can raise the rarity from silver and gold characters to UR and actually bring them to like level 100. Like, give me a second. Twigo. Twigo is basically one of the R rare characters, which is just a silver coin character. But because I just grinded a ton, I started maxing out the cheaper characters like R or SR, and it gives you a little bit more box CC, which is basically raising the stats for your whole account. And it also needs lower rarity pendants. Like I told you that at the end you want like SSR or UR pendants to raise all your really rare characters. Like I could raise the max level of my Merlin right now with these pendants, but when you would do this with a R or SR character, you need lower tier pendants. These are the silver and gold pendants you saw me getting earlier from these other stages. Yeah, I kinda lost the point. Yeah, also besides the rarity, you see that characters basically have stars. By grinding special materials, you can... Where's King? Here. At the beginning, you can just unlock yellow stars, which you see increase the stats of your character. Basically, when you just give him 6 yellow stars, which was the power-up system at the beginning of the game, you see he gets like more attack, more defense, more HP, and a lot of substats. The good thing is you can skip this whole part here by collecting and using the materials by just use a fully awakened token, which you also get from a lot of events for free. But you can also go to King in the tavern and trade a lot of the stuff you just saw right now into a token like this, so you don't have to do the gathering and collecting of the stuff to max him. And now he has permanently the stats you just saw by the yellow stars, by the normal stars. And after this there is the Super Awakening, and that's where your ult level actually comes in. Because for Super Awakening you need the Super Awakening coins or basically ult dupe coins. Like you can use silver, gold or even SSR dupes to raise the Super Awakening, which like the normal Awakening will give you extra stats depending on the level. And as you see right now, I'm by raising the Super Awakening state, it started to use SSR dupes because I don't have enough normal coins for this. But you also see when I go back to level 1, I just have 1 bar to fill with like 3 coins. I just will do this. Yeah, for the Super Awakening, they actually used the animation from Season 2 when Melly basically gets his original power back, which was sealed away. But they used the animation for every character. Right now you see there is a lock, which is basically the penalty system for Super Awakening. When you want to raise your Super Awakening level higher than your ult level, the ult level you unlocked, then you have for each extra Super Awakening star to pay a penalty of 3 of these extra coins. Like you saw, I had to pay 3 coins before I even can start finishing this star. So in most cases, you normally try to first push the ult of the character before you start pushing his Super Awakening. Yes and no, because like silver and gold characters, you pull them that often that you basically have them max ult. Like your first festival banner will end with you maxing out each silver and gold character. And also the game is giving you like a ton of Super Awakening coins through events, through login events, through just entering a lot of shops. Like we have the guild shop, we have a special PvP shop, we have Memory of Yggdrasil, which is basically another special area where you can just skip like I did in Fort Zolgris. By skipping through the highest difficulty, you get these special orbs, the green ones, and with these special orbs I can basically go to the Yggdrasil shop and can say, hey, I want please that many Super Awakening coins for this week. And you see the countdown up there. Basically next week, Monday on 9 o'clock in the morning, there's the weekly reset, and then the complete shop gets stocked up again. Like you see, for this week I could only buy 3 pendants and 7 SA coins, but yeah, normally the game gives you like a lot of resources for free. Also, I could just talk to Liz in the tavern. Give me a second. Basically, you can talk to her again to see the upcoming login bonies and which you already acquired. And as you see, I get like tomorrow 10 diamonds, then 5, 10. Like these are the 200 login diamonds I was talking earlier about. Then I go to next reward. Right now we have another login event because the Baldur banner just dropped yesterday, which is for some other stuff to push your characters, which would kinda be too complicated to explain now. And then you have your just normal login rewards. Like when there would be no event, these rewards are like static. Like you get each week these login rewards. Like tomorrow I just get my 5 diamonds like always. Then I get a guaranteed SSR ticket, which like the name says, is a guaranteed SSR from the standard banner. And the good and bad part is the standard banner is huge. Like they added a lot of good characters to the banner, but the bad part is it's literally including all the really old SSR characters. Similar like in Genshin, you still can get how's he called? Like Diluc, Jean, Mona, Kaching. Like it's the real old trash mostly. But I mean, for beginners, these are not new characters which bring more combat class to your account, which is important here in this area, the account buff. Basically, how high, the higher you push your account class, and you basically start with getting extra stats when you hit 500,000 account combat class. The higher your account combat class goes, and with each character and each gear you equip them with, the combat class raises and raises. You see your whole box gets basically a HP buff. The HP buff gets higher and higher. At some point the game even starts giving you a defense buff. And then you see that the higher your count combat class goes, the more defense and HP you get, and at some point you would actually get attack. Sadly, I'm not there yet. Like right now, my best is like 11 and a half. Well, yeah, 11.5 million. But I sadly have to hit like 13 million that I get my first attack bonus. but that's basically a thing that just happens over time by just collecting the characters, raising the characters. Yeah, I mean, when you like collecting characters, it's a pretty chill game. When you like PvP, I sadly would not recommend it, because first you have to get like really lucky in a lot of following up banners to get something like a meta team, and then you have basically to push all your resources into these characters, like Lines, Aloha! The summons were mid at best. Like Hawk Oslo is now 4-6. He started 1-6. I mean, I got a Gelder and a Elatadu, so cannot complain there. Besides that, I got New Year's King. And basically next week, I just hard pity Baldur out of the banner. Yeah, I was actually really lucky on the first Gelder banner. I actually got her from the free multi. And then I used the hack up out of her. Like, I played her together with LR Zeldris, and I had so good time in PvP with them. Who else got the ult blue? Elatte. Ooh, I mean, sooner or later Gelder will reappear in some banners. Maybe some like Halloween or special festivals. Maybe she even will appear in like the next full anniversary, where we basically get a voting again. I mean, the good thing is Gelder is not a collab unit, so she will return at some point safe. Sadly, collab units are never safe to return. I mean, depending on what you're missing from the banner, it's worth going for, but remember, you cannot choose Gelder when you hit 600. Like, when you really want a special character, wait for a banner where the 600 pity does not give you guaranteed the character, but where the 600 pity says you can choose the SSR from this banner. Like, I think the last time we had this was on the... Which banner was it? Percival. It was the Percival banner. On the Percival banner, they actually made it that when you hit 600, you could choose the SSR. So when you get like in between, how's it called? When you basically get in between the boosted banner character, you can actually go for 600 and pick basically your character of your choice, like in this case Gelder. Ooh, GG. Wait, did you get lucky on Baldur, or did you get lucky on Gelder? Oh, still GG. I mean, from what I saw, he's doing a good job in PvP. But he's also an awesome unit against the Demon King content. Yeah, I feel you there. Sorry. I was sipping on my energy, and I just saw my VTuber model having a stroke. Oh. Holy. I guess the camera cannot handle me having the can in front of my face. Yes, there is. Sadly, the high point team has Gelder in it. Give me a second. Am I just... final boss. Rankings. Yeah, right now the top 100 are using Yue Vile Grace, Gelder, Cocytus or Cocytus, Nanashi on the bench. And yeah, basically some of them replace Juvile for Gopher, but most of them are just using Gelder. I see this one uses... Ooh, this one actually got a lot of points with Schaltier instead of Gelder. I mean, if you have Schaltier, you can basically recreate this team. But yeah, most of these teams will look similar for high points. Gelder Frey, Gelder Gopher, Cocytus Nanashi. Yeah, the top 100 are basically Ditto teams like always, like slight changes on the team, but nothing big. When you have Schaltier, then you can basically go for the Schaltier team comp. Okay. Frey, Cocytus, Schaltier, Nanashi. Looks doable. Like, people have Nanashi, they gave out Frey a lot of times. Cocytus was literally the free collab unit we got. And you said you have Schaltier, so this should be doable. But I don't know how to run it. I mean, of course, Nanashi is doing nothing because he is in the back. Cocytus will be doing the cleansing for your team. I guess they have the Holy Relic on their Frey. Okay, yeah, the Holy Relic on Frey is actually huge because each 2 turns he basically applies a blue buff on the team, which raises your base stats again on everyone. Ooh, nice. I mean, Roxy's Relic is also worth it. But the next thing you should actually target should be then the Freya Relic. Because even for Deer, I can only recommend him because for Deer you can basically run Jormungand, Frey, and then some unknown characters of your choice. Yeah, Frey for stat boost, Cocytus for cleansing and more HP on everyone. Schaltier. Increase hero base stats for each unknown. And yeah, then you're basically just doing lots of her Berserk effect into life stealing, and that's it. Yeah, the extra HP related stats which will push the max stats of your team. You will most likely go for HP food in this case. I mean, you can play this team without the Holy Relic, but you will lose out on a few stats on your team. But for high points, this should be still working. I mean, I would say we can try this, but I think my Schaltier is not built. And yeah, as you see, I did the highest difficulty, but I never touched the lowest difficulties. By the way, the shop actually reset it for today. Origin Flames, Realm of course. Courage Quester, that's maybe also interesting for you. Right now we have a final boss event, which is basically you fight a special dark matter, which basically made a copy of a character you know over from the story. And when you fight this, you get special points, you basically enter a ranking depending on the ranking, you basically get rewards. Like you see right now, I'm top 30%, so I will get all of these rewards. I will get like 35 diamonds, and basically the moment you hit top 60, you secure already the 35 diamonds, which is basically easy. Less a minigame, it's actually combat content. I can show you a fight soon. The important thing is, when there is a final boss, you normally get cosmetics for the character. Like you see right now from the Ragnarok story, Queen Hel of, not Jotunheim, how's it called? Helheim. Helheim? Helheim. Basically, the Queen Hel gets special cosmetics here. Normally you can buy 2 of the 3 cosmetics for the character from the shop by using the points you get for playing the content, and the last cosmetic you normally get for your ranking. Let's go to Hel. I just switch her back to her normal version. Basically, was it this one? Yes. And this. This is basically how Hel normally looks. Like here. I mean, these are her vanilla cosmetics. And I already unlocked the final boss costume for her. And the final boss weapon, which is her special ghost lantern. So the only thing I'm actually missing right now is this headpiece, which is basically a different hairstyle, different horns, and this special green halo. And yeah, this is basically how the game gives you from time to time free cosmetics for characters. Like, all the cosmetics I just got for her are UR based, so I already get like high stats from them, and I did literally invest no diamonds for this. So for some characters the game normally gives you also a lot of free cosmetics. Also there's some other content called the Labyrinth in the game, where you basically also got a different whole cosmetic set for her. Basically this set. And he again, all the cosmetics here were base UR rarity, and to be fair, it's not even looking that bad. But yeah, not gonna lie, I like the final boss set more. And the big ass lantern. But I guess for now I go for the eye patch. Final boss. Enter the high difficulty one. Yeah, also you have like 10 team slots which you can always mix and match for whatever content or team you need, and you can also rename your team that you know why you build a special team. Like my AoE farm team is Surprise, doing my AoE farming for grind content. My SA coin team is not this one, I just switched this slot because I was lazy. Also, this is not my gold farm team. But yeah. Where is my auto team? Well, not auto team, but my... Nope. Yeah, this is basically the team I use to grind the heal content that I get the coins for the shop. But this is not the team I use for highest points. Basically you see this is a normal combat stage. And final bosses normally have like the boss character you fight has a lot of passives, like skill is ranked up with a unique ability or holy relic. Okay, basically he gets a heavy stat increase when you use rank ups in some ways. Rank ups are skills or passive which basically increase the rarity of your cards. And normally you want to get them high rarity that they do more damage or do better effects. There are basically a few characters which can, with their passive, rank up their own hand. Juwile is actually one of them. Like, when 2 turns pass, he ranks up his whole hand by 1. But for now, that's not important. Normally, final bosses have some special gimmicks, like who uses scale. This is just Heal's normal passive right now here. If a critical strike does not occur when taking damage during the enemy's turn, the hero's damage taken decreased by 50%. Basically, when you not crit her while you hit her, she gets more tanky. She takes 500% decreased damage from counters. She does more damage when she hits a debuffed enemy, and basically Heal's whole gimmick is when you hit her or unknown characters in her team, she basically applies debuffs on your team, which at the end of your turn drains your HP. But yeah, this team is basically oversimplified just to kill both phases extremely fast. Like, I go Roxy AoE to mainly hit her, then go Roxy single target to finish her, and then I just toss a card because I don't need it. You see the AoE skill already half kill, and the single target is doing the rest. But final bosses always have like 2 phases. The first phase is where you fight the vanilla version, and now we get basically the final boss version. Basically where the skin comes from. And now she basically gets a few new passives. The attack skills she now uses are different. And also they have some special rules, like this rule or this passive says she uses Ghostly Wave each turn, every 1 turn, so each turn. This is Ghostly Wave, which does pain, and pain basically does extra damage for each of the debuffs Heal applied to my team. Yeah. The good thing is you can just brute force this to farm coins. Because phase 1 gets killed by my Roxy, phase 2 gets killed by my Escanor. It does not look like much damage, but Escanor's single target skill actually does half of the damage again after he hit her. So when he hits like for 300k, he does 150k extra damage. And Roxy does something similar, because Roxy's effect is when a human single target skill hits the enemy and crits, the enemy gets extra damage in, I think it was 20 times Roxy's attack or something. Basically, I pushed Roxy's attack so far that enemy gets basically 70k extra damage when a single target crit of a human crits her. So basically Escanor hits for like 300 something k, does 150k extra damage, and then does the 70k from Roxy on top. Yeah, for Unknown I think you can run Thor, Vitoria, and who else? I mean, let's try it out. Team slot. Oh, I need this team. For what did for the 2 diamond stage. I already did this, so I can dismantle this team. Unknown race. Thor. On the bench, Nanashi. The most important gimmick I did not tell you right now. Basically, each character you get has a unique, and this is basically the passive of the character. As you see here, when the character has like a red sword icon, this means this passive is only active when the character is basically hitting the field or is on field. Some characters have a unique which actually works from the bench, like Nanashi. The blue hand basically stays active even in sub-slot. So even when he's in the 4th team slot, which is not directly on field, he provides something for the team. In his case, he basically gives everyone in my team a few blue buffs when they have 2 or less skill cards on my hand. And then you can later unlock for some characters Holy Relics, which basically unlocks a second passive for the character. And this passive is what makes Nanashi huge for unknown teams. Increases unknown races allies' basic stats by 30%, and then he basically throws some defense related stats in there. Pitoria. Pizzeria. Yeah, right. We had already a few awesome collabs, like we had Tensura. Well, that time I got reincarnated as a slime. We had Shield Hero. We had ReZero. We had Tower of God. Mokusho Tensei, Dropless Reincarnation. Sadly, I did not play on the Mokusho Tensei collab, so I don't have any one of the collab units there. We also had some weirder collabs like Stranger Things, but I guess that was just a collab because 7 Deadly Sins is now a Netflix anime, and Stranger Things is also a Netflix original, so they, I guess, tried to promote it a little bit. You know, they try to like be open with the amount of characters to provide for the game. Like they added 2 special stories. Like there is one about basically Lilia, which is a trainee of Merlin. Basically, she was like a student of Merlin and tried to surpass Merlin. And by doing so, she basically started building her own team, the 7 Catastrophes, which has their own story arc you can play. And then there's the Ragnarok story, where Melly and his team basically gets pulled into a storybook Meliodas read for little Liz when she was freshly adopted for as the 3rd princess of Batra. And yeah, besides the 2 special stories, Ragnarok and the Catastrophes, from time to time we have like collab events. Sometimes the collabs have stories, sometimes they don't. Like, we got the Overlord collab with awesome characters like Eins Ulgon, Albedo, Schaltier, but we got 0 story. They literally dropped that collab for 3 weeks and nothing. Then we had like Attack on Titan, and there was a complete story arc about becoming friends with Mikasa, Levi, Eren, because at the beginning they got transported into Britannia, but mistook Diane for a Titan. But when they found out that, that they ended up in a different world, they started befriending themselves with the 7 Deadly Sins and fighting together against real Titans, which got also pulled over. Who do I take as last unknown character? Yeah, but besides the races, like the game basically has 6 different races. Demons, goddesses, unknown, humans, fairies and giants. There's also characteristics like which faction a character belongs to. Like in terms of story, basically each Ragnarok character like Brunhild, Megelda, not Megelda, yes, Megelda. Thor, Odin, they belong to Ragnarok, and of course the Norse god characters have also the god characteristic. While, give me a second. Merlin belongs of course to the, I don't know why they added the race unknown to Merlin, because technically she is human. Her characteristic is of course the 7 deadly sins. What else do I have? For collab characters, they were really creative. Collab characters have the characteristic collab. There are actually some characters working in their unique where they say they push collab characters. So you could actually build teams including collab characters from different stories. Like, you could basically make a weird mix and match team out of Shield Hero, Overlord, and Stranger Things, which would not work, but it's funny that you can do it. Ah, true, we also had the Rising of the Shield Hero. I mean, you see Vitoria in my team. Still the question, who's my last character in the team? Just Frey? I cannot go for Gopher because when I rank up, I mess up literally. Shuna from Tensura. Rimuru from Tensura. We basically have the Rimuru from the first Tensura collab, which was basically the season 1 Rimuru. And then they later added the... Did I get... I think I got to the wrong direction. And then we basically have the season 3 Rimuru, which used, how's it called? Megiddo. That was when he like killed the 10,000 soldiers of Belmund. No, not Belmund, Farmers. The Kingdom of Farmers, that was it. Now I'm still stuck. Who do I pick as last character? Just Frey? Just for the extra stats? I guess. Increases crit defense. I don't need the crit defense. Increase attack related stats of allies with a unity effect by 8 and decrease the defense related stats by 5. Kinda glass cannon-y. I guess I go for Zariel und Thor and Mael on Vitoria. And Frey gets, I guess, Tamil. Also, there's a neat gimmick. You know, in the 7 Deadly Sins story, there are the 10 commandments and the 4 archangels. Basically, commandment characters have a commandment which actually inflicts both teams with special effects. Like when there's a Zeldaris on field, when any player moves a card, you actually deplete instead increase your ult meter. But for the archangels, they made graces, which of course each of the 4 archangels had a grace. Like Mael had Sunshine, which later got transferred to Escanor, which made Escanor's own magic Sunshine. Basically, when you equip an associate character, you raise the stats of the active character by 5 till 10% of the character, depending on his ult level. And when it's an archangel, you actually transfer the effect of the grace to the character. In Zariel's case, when you crit harder. In Mael's case, you make more damage overall. And in Tamil's case, it's normally a defensive utility where you basically heal a little bit back when you get hit. Ludociel also has a grace, but it's sadly bullshit. Like, increase the hero's attack by 5% for each stance or buff on the enemy when using a skill is ultra situative. Like, right now it's okay-ish because Baldur is now a thing again, but before that there was not really much stances going on. Artifact set. Unknown. Basically there are also some booster you get from time to time by doing dailies and stuff. When you crack them, you basically get artifact cards with which give you stats when you equip them to your team. And most of them, basically all of them, are free to play. You just have to get lucky to get some of the boosters or to get some by playing some content. Like when you do raid bosses, you have actually a chance to get all the raid bosses actually as artifact cards, and some of them give you insane stats. Besides that, there are some events which return all the time and give you like these insane stat cards, which right now are, I think, one of the 6 or 7 highest stat cards in the game. And some of the weaker cards actually can build a card set which then gives you a special effect like this one. Increase all allies' attack by 3% for each applicable ally on the battlefield. And applicable allies in this case are humans or unknown race, and because my whole team is unknown, in this case I only have 3 on field, so each of my unknowns get 9% attack increase. But you get the hang of it. There are a lot of different artifact sets. And even if you don't have a good artifact set effect, you can just go pure for stats. Like, they were creative with the game at some point, but they also kinda sucked by creating content for the game, which is kinda impressive. Being able to be good and sucking at the same time. So, now the big question, what am I doing? Do I just start with Vittoria? I guess first turn Vittoria. I kinda don't like it. Maybe I should have taken a different character instead of Frey. Yeah, right now you see that my Vittoria has a lot of red debuffs because each time I hit an enemy with the Unknown or Ragnarok characteristic, I basically get a source of pain. And because I use the AoE skill, which hits 3 at the same time, I got 3 of the red debuffs with 1 attack skill. And for each source of pain, basically all her pain skills are doing more damage to me. I guess I make some space. I guess that's phase 1. Okay, phase 2, I basically pour into Mortor, into Gale Sever, Gale... Yeah, the single target. Okay, Thor hits 300k, so her passive is triggered. And now she would basically do half of the damage as extra damage, but she already killed her. Yeah, that's basically it. I mean, my human team is working better, I guess. But I could check something with the stats. 100 crit defense. 100 crit, okay. I could remove Frey. And add a list to my team. Because this list basically pushes the base stats of all my characters by 20% if they have a crit defense of 100% or higher. Just checking if it was crit defense or crit defense, okay. Nana, she is pushing the unknown stats. Also, I unlocked a special holy relic for the list, so basically a second passive, which gives my whole team a attack buff for 3 turns by 50%, which is kinda huge. Okay, with this setup, she should actually one turn. Worst case, I could actually just bring food. Like I could use like I think a 20% or 10% attack bonus food. But normally it should be also possible without the food. Okay, Vitoria single, Gale. I mean, here I got lucky because the 7th card you get at the beginning of your turn is always random. Like you start with both cards of each character. Like all your characters have 2 skills and of course the ult. You only get the ult to your hand when you have space and when you fill the ult meter the turn before. Ooh, funny numbers. You see that the damage increased from 900 to 2,900,000 because when you kill the boss, the fodder they have on field get basically from instantly killed by the game, and this gets added as damage to the damage you just did with the finishing blow. That's why your damage number sometimes making like a crazy jump when there's fodder on field. But now I want to try it with just the 2 base cards. Like you see, I start with 2 different Vitoria cards, 2 different Tor cards, 2 Dana for list cards, and the 7th card is always random. But it's of course one of the 6 possible cards with your team. So single target, AoE, and again. Okay, this kills. So with the crit defense Dana for Liz, it's easy going. And I guess the same goes for the bronze skills. Yeah, easy to 300k, so the Thunder God Fury gets blocked, but it's not even important because she kills. Ooh, there's not really another way to replace Corcutus. Because Corcutus gives you way too many HP buffs, and that's what the final boss is basically looking for when it's about high scores. Because the more base stats and the more overall HP your team has, the more points you basically can generate. And the only character who works like Corcutus or Cocytus is Cocytus. Because when it would be a knighthood boss, you could actually go for the blue Camilla. But I don't think she's... give me a second. But I think Camilla works, I think, only for the knighthood boss. Let me enter the team screen. Camilla. Still one of my favorite catastrophes. Fills the hero's ultimate move book by 2 at the start of Knighthood boss battle. The hero ultimate move book fills by 1. What was your holy relic? Increases attack and pierce of unknown raised allies with 4 orbs or less in their ult by 20. Also decrease attack related stats of enemies who use skills during the enemy's turn by 5. Was it the ult or was it this one? Attack related, nope. Removing debuffs from allies and buffs from enemies, then decreasing enemy max HP by... Wait, yeah, no. For high ranking, you definitely need Cocytus. By the way, while I'm on it, I could actually do a high ranking team. Then I finally have done this. And I never have to touch this again. Nana? She? Gelda. Cocytus. Yeah, so sorry that I can help you in this regard. Like, in terms of unknown cleansing and getting HP, I don't see much possible to do. I mean, Megelda can heal and cleanse, but it's not really giving you max HP or something. Like, no. On the bench already? No. The only thing you could actually try is bringing you a Gopher and try to go for... no, you cannot go for Gopher. When you rank up, Hill basically gets a big stat increase, which could mess up your run by making Hill too strong. Like, Gelda can defeat Hill, but until this happens, Hill most likely killed all your other units in your team. Albedo, Tyr, no, Frey. That's kinda annoying. Beatrice is life stealing and healing, but that's not helping that much. In terms of cleanses, I guess you could go for Shuna. Like, you have at least some extra debuff remove, you have some rejuvenate, or how's it called? You have damage reduce for unknown race. But then again, it's another collab unit. That's a big problem with the unknown race, because most of the best support they have are basically collab units. Oh. Yeah, not sure what to do here. Who will be the lowest HP unit? Drew. I guess you get Zariel. You get Mael. You get Ludozil. Attack, nope. Just combat class, which means the most stats. And of course we go for HP food. So, computers. I guess that's the way to go. We don't use Liz, we will not ult, and we will beat it in 8 turns or less. Clear with all heroes having more than 70% HP. We don't have a goddess character, so we can do this. We don't have an only goddess team. Remove 20 debuffs from allies using skills with the Purify effect. Basically, for these bonus points, you could just do like a mono goddess team. Like you could go Mael, Blue LR Ludociel. I guess green Elato on field. Because you don't want to use Liz, or you go for the light Liz. Yeah, when you use the lightless on field, then no, I think you want to play Elato on field that you actually have heal for the team, and then you can just play the red SR list on the bench with the Holy Relic for more HP. I mean, that's something I can try after this run for science. So basically what I do is AoE into Cocytus skill, because Cocytus is basically cleansing all the how's it called? All the debuffs from the team and gives us instead HP related stat buffs. So normally my heal would have like 6 source of pain effects, but because I used Procutus, I removed them and gave my team the HP buffs, which makes the team now a little bit more tanky. How much HP do your... Holy shit! I mean, the whole gimmick about Gelda in this game is she gets treated like an unknown and a demon character. And when demon characters lifesteal by doing damage, the amount of lifesteal increases her max HP. But because we have a ton of the HP buffs Cocytus gives us right now, she has way too high HP related stats. Because the funny thing about her skills are damaging scaled on her max HP or her current HP. Holy. I guess I combine them. I play a detonate skill and then I single target with Gelda. Holy, okay, then the next turn will be juicy. Could you leave my Grace alone? HP 1.6 million, okay. Cool. Removes debuffs from all allies, increases basic stats. I have to wait with this one. Basically what I wanna do is I attack the left one, which gives me a debuff. Should I do this? I mean, I don't care about the debuff, I actually go for the lifesteal. Okay. See you later. Lifesteal into AoE lifesteal into... I guess I throw a vial in your face. Okay, 600. Okay, I think I think I kept out at the lifesteal. Oh, I did not kill. I planned to kill. And she got a stat increase because the Vial's cards ranked up on my hand. Okay, I messed this one up. I should have actually gone for the kill of phase 1. This one into this one into, I guess, this one. Yeah, she has now way too high stat increase that I actually can do anything. HP, Kokytos, okay. AoE into cleanse into single touch. Please give me some Gelder cards. Oh, thank you. I guess detonate into AoE into single target. Yeah, I should have kept the single target. And I should have played the blue buff in the, okay. So I actually want to wait turn phase 1 till the blue buff ranks up. Okay. Now I get it. True into Gelder into Kokytos. I don't like this. Okay, so the plan is basically I hit phase 1 really low, then I wait for how's it called? For Drew while Grace's passive to block to rank his cards up. Then I play his blue buff before entering the next phase, but because heal is already so low, I should be able to kill her with Gelder. And in phase 2 she does not get the passive proc for the rank up of Drew Bile, which means she only has normal stats. So I should not have to cancel with the increased stats. Okay. I think I got it. AoE into AoE into Cocytus Cleanse. Ah, nice. Enjoy. Yeah, I'm still doing the manual playing because I don't trust the AI by auto farming at some point. I did not get a rank up yet. I cleanse with Cocytus. I single target with Gelda and wait. I single target with Gelda, then I cleanse with Cocytus. Then I move. Don't kill her. Good boy. Okay. Stat rank up into AoE into sing. Ooh, how remaining HP 1.4 million. Come on, you can do this, Gelda. Oh, not even close. I think I need a different attempt. By the way, auto HP. First AoE, then Cocytus Cleanse, then single target. AoE. I cleanse into the single target. That's actually okay. Ooh, that's even more okay. Two, and I guess amplify Cocytus. Barely any damage. Still barely any damage. Cocytus, don't kill her. That's okay. Could you please stop life stealing here? Okay. You have 918 HP. I increased my stats like insanely. And then I guess I go for double single target. I mean, it's the best I can do. And I barely scratch her. Holy. How many HP do you have? Okay. Damage equal to 25% of the hero's max HP. And you have... Gelder into... Amplify Cocytus into Gelder. Come on. Finally. Do you still have increased stats? No, okay. That's way more chill. Amplify. Wait, who am I even amplifying? Oh, you. I hit this one, and I hit this one, and I... Can I hit you? Should I hit you? Yeah, why not? It's nice that the game gave me so many ults. Never mind, it's more nice that the rock actually removed them. I guess I hit this one, then I hit you and cleanse them, which should give Gelder enough HP stacks that I can single target like crazy. Okay, no big damage numbers, but high HP numbers. 18.4k. I guess I could have played this smarter or better. I mean, top 7.5, I take it. What's the difference to... Ah, okay, top 5 just gets 3 more SSR pendants. I literally don't care about them. But I wanted to try Goddess team. Goddess Mael, Ludociel, Elatel, Elisabethel, Elatte is the lowest, so you get Tamil. Do I not have? I was sure I gave Elatte her own gear. I guess I give you the tank gear from Liz. Mael gets Melly. Ludo gets Escanor, I guess. Liz gets HP King. Elatte gets level 100. Super Awakening. Gear, Awakening, Tamir, HP, Heal. I think we're good to go. Remove 20 debuffs from allies. By the way, what's your healing skill doing? Okay. Okay, Purify effect, they literally want Ludociel in your team. Clear with only Goddess heroes in the team, no biggie. Defeat the last enemy with Goddess hero skill. When you play Goddess only, the last skill should be a Goddess skill. And everyone having more than 70% HP. 8 turns, no ults, no new legend Liz. And I guess HP food. I guess I... Ooh, tough one. I go for this one, and then I cleanse. Okay, I cleansed 4 debuffs. Four, 6, 8. I already cleansed 4. I could double AoE and then cleanse everything off. cleanse. I heal. I mile AoE. Okay, Elato was instantly dead. How are your cosmetics looking? I guess they exist. Your holy relic was knighthood only. Yeah, knighthood was better. Army is doing already a good job. Resistance. Regengerät. I guess I can try HP defense. Hopefully that works. HP defense. HP and defense, and let's go. Heal into Mile AOE into Cleanse. It feels so wrong to play the buff last. Increased damage taken, deals additional damage equal to crit chance, crit damage down. I guess I do this one into cleanse, into single target. Could have depleted Heal's ult with the Angel Assault. I hate you. Mile AoE into ult deplete into... I guess debuff remove. Oh, never mind. I made 179 damage. I barely scratched Tail, but it was damage, so I actually could deplete her ult. Goat Seal into Ult Deplete into Mile Single Target. Okay, the next turn should kill phase 1. Could you please let thank you. Holy. I guess this one into Ult Deplete into Silver Single Target Mile. Finally. Okay, Ult into Mile Ult, I guess. Okay, yeah, the Goddess team barely gets 12k this way. I mean, I didn't even get much penalty. Like, 135 points is basically nothing. And I fulfilled all conditions. Yeah, I used ultimate. I could have actually get more points. I mean, when you get lucky and get like a few silver or even a gold mile single target for the last phase, then you could, I guess, hit like 14 or 15k. The problem is I don't know how much 12k points are in the ranking. Top 5. Nope. Not top 100. I mean, of course not top 100. I'm not in the top 100. Did I even check it out? I mean, 12 to 15k should be okayish for top 20, top 15, I guess. Like, top 15 should be doable with the Goddess team. And I mean, my Elate wasn't even max. Like, I'm missing 2 Super Awakening, I never touched her cosmetics, she's not even having her own engraved gear. But yeah, give me a second. I just finished no HP food. I finished the 3 lower tier difficulties that I finally have the gems. Roxy into I don't care. Escanor into, Escanor into, I don't care. Come on, 2 more diamonds. Take the AoEs. Take the AoE. Roxy into Roxy into nicht Roxy. Not Roxy. Come on, one more stage, one more diamond. By the way, welcome back. I just wanted to ask if anyone here already checked out the actual AFK Grand 7 Deadly Sins game. Like, together with the Baldur update yesterday, they actually released on global the AFK 7 Deadly Sins game. I just had not that much time to actually look into it. AoE, single target, I don't care. AoE into single target into I don't care. So let's keep buying stuff out of the shop. Okay. 2 more days, then the final boss shop is actually empty. Ah, true, I forgot to do my raids. Tree, Slater, Roxy, Barn. Red food. And these right now the demons you know from the story mode, like the red demon, the gray demon and stuff, are basically raids you play together with other players, but you can also solo them. And the materials they drop, you normally need to level limit break your characters. like to unlock the 60 to 65, 65 to 70, and so and yada 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 basically. And like in most PvE and PvP content, the team with the higher combat class gets the first turn. Because I'm more of a PvE junkie than a PvP player, I over-optimized my teams for the raid demons. So in case anybody takes one of my raid teams just with the AI, basically my AI is doing most of the work. No, the thing about raids on higher difficulties is they have multiple phases. Similar to the final boss. You basically see this on the heart they have under the health bar. Like the red demon starts basically with 3 lives, and each time you kill him, he basically returns with higher stats and different skills. By the way, I mentioned earlier that you can drop the artifact cards of the raids when you play them. I actually dropped the card right now from the red demon, but because I already have one, it get turned into a plate card, which basically gives me artifact XP to push the set bonies. like when you have a 3 set or a 5-piece set together. The set bonus normally is weak, but when you feed artifact dupes into the set, you basically push the effect. Like, what's the newest set we got? The 4.5 anniversary, I think. Basically, if there's a surviving ally with the god characteristic, allies' basic stats are increased by 1% and damage dealt to enemies is increased by 2%. You see on level 2 the percentages increase, and having a god characteristic character in your team is not that hard. Like, we have Tyr, we have now Baldur, we have Hel, we have Thor, we have Frey and Freya. I guess soon we will also get Odin or Loki. Yeah, now I unlock level 2 and I already can see the stat increase for level 3. Okay, I get my dailies. And besides the AFK Hawk event, we have another event right now where you can do some special missions to get special items, and with these you can craft presents. And these presents you can basically donate to the first 6 story villages, towns, whatever you want to call them. And depending on which item you crafted, you can select the item you get in return. Basically all the items with the crystallic visual are basically items that push your cosmetics. You saw that my characters have like UR max cosmetics, I basically push the cosmetics with these items. And there are like tons of different ways to get them. Like... the funny thing... well, not funny, it's... the nice thing is you can basically select the town, and when you have enough items, you can just go for one reward. Should stop tabbing out of this. Like, when I have 3 more rockets, I could just go for pendants in Leone's castle, and when you gift 6 times to the same city, you cannot gift anymore, and you get the item in the bubble up there, basically as a guaranteed extra drop. In Vanya, I basically go for the XP potions because the goblets you get like out of tons of events. For beginners, I would actually recommend going for the goblets for the awakening essence. Here you have basically the raid materials from the first 3 raids you can do, the red, the grey and the Howlex. And I tapped out again. Posttown Thaler. Treasure chests basically have only one function: to get sold. Sold sounds right, I guess. Yeah, but basically you sell them at a shop and you get the amount listed down here. Enhanced stones are basically what you need to push your gear, your equipment on characters. And this is what you need to awaken the equipment for characters. Which is, it's basically the whole gear mechanic for like the artifacts in Genshin Impact. Only that making gear in this game is way more easy. Like, wait, King. I think I moved King's gear. King. Ah, Sabunak. Never mind. Yeah, Sabunak, you get your own gear back. Then Liz, you get your gear from Elata back. And let's go to Elata. Basically, you see you have like 6 equipment slots, like most mobile games have. The top pieces are for attack related stats, middle pieces for defense, and bottom for HP. When you go for gear pieces like this belt, basically what you see, it has a 4 set bonus. Like when I have 4 pieces of the HP set, I get a 20% HP increase on Elata. So we exactly do this. We go for HP. Defense. HP. Ooh, another perfect one. Nope. Nope, I had to roll this one. Ooh, but holy. Okay, defense. So the last one I need is HP. I guess I pick one from the scrolls. And while I'm on it... here's the interesting part. Like, you know Genshin Impact, where you have artifacts and when you basically... Wait, I take a completely empty piece. In Genshin Impact, when you basically level up your pieces to 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, you unlock a new substat or increase already existing one. Here basically for each awakening you do, you unlock one substat which is completely random. It could be 1% HP, it could be 3.7% lifesteal. basically we go for Awakening 1. We need red stones for leveling, we need blue stones for actually unlocking, so adding a star to the gear piece. You see I got 1.8 lifesteal. Lifesteal is kinda garbage, at least on Elate. So we have this anvils, which is basically a special currency you can get through events, through a special dungeon, through login events. Basically there are tons of options to get them, and then you can say, you know what, I don't like lifesteal on this piece, give me at least 1% HP instead, and then it's rolling as long till we get a substat that is actually HP. Regenrate, lifesteal, recovery, HP, and now I got 2.3% HP. And that's the whole magic in Grand Cross with your gear. Basically, I go now, I say I want this piece on max level and max awakening. I mean, it's kinda expensive. I think an SSR piece pushing on max costs like 2.2 or 2.7 million gold. You see I got some random substats. I got a max HP roll, which is huge. I got some other HP rolls, so I actually don't have to use anvils to roll for them. But I could try rolling this low 1.3 HP into a higher one. Then we have recovery rate, which I will reroll because it's garbage. Like, let's say 1.5 for these two. And then the game basically will roll as long as it needs 4 rolls. It will roll 4 times. Yep. That's basically the whole magic in Grand Cross to push your character. You go for a set bonus that's fitting for your character. Like when it's just some support character, you want him to have like survivability as much as possible, so you go HP defense. In some rare cases even triple defense sets. Like you see the defense set is actually just a 2-set bonus, but you can actually trigger it multiple times, so when you have 6 defense pieces you would get 3 times the 2-set bonus. Yeah, that's normally what you do. Like you go for a 4-set and a 2-set bonus, or depending on the character, a lot of 2-set bonis. But yeah, your 2-go option is normally attack defense, attack crit, HP defense, or triple defense. In some rare cases there are some other set bonis like a lifesteal set, there is a crit chance set, there is crit resistance, but these are really some niche characters who actually need these pieces or these set bonis. But yeah, I would I would start leaving the game and ending the stream for today after collecting this. Because later this night I plan to grind a little bit in Dauntless because I still lag behind. Any rewards? Nope, I think I'm done this. Yes. Okay, yeah. I hope I kinda explained Grand Cross a little bit interesting to you. I'm not that good of a marketing guy. And believe me, I'm by God not one of the biggest Netmarble supporter. Like, they could make so much more and better stuff with the game. Okay, yeah, thank you for staying. So, but, yeah, thank you guys for chilling, thank you for staying, and thank you for watching. And I hope to see you soon. So, till next time, bye bye!